My, oh, hold on, let me grab this one too. Hold on, girls. It's just us and we kicking it, so I gotta be comfortable. So let me get comfortable. Can I get comfortable? Okay. We're just gonna have some girl talk. Can we? Can we just have some girl talk? Okay. Um, so if Darnell and Wallace didn't want to stay, they could stay because we just talking girl stuff. They might learn something about us. Um, anyway, I don't know what the lighting is in here. I didn't cut on any light. I just basically just rolled over. I didn't wrap my hair up. I got all this kinky curly and there's a whole lot of hair, and so I just put it all up. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, but um, on my sugar. Oh my God, I love this. This was the best lip balm I have ever had in my life. Oh my God! Shout out to Arletta. She works at the Houston Galleria, and in their is that Nordstrom? Yeah, in their Nordstrom, in their beauty department, and she sent me this a couple months ago, and I used this like you would not believe, and I've never ever ever used a lipstick or anything all the way down to the thing. Now lip balms, I think I've used. Have I don't even think I've really used a lip balm to the end. But I use this to the end, and I never ever use shit to the end. I always throw it out. But this was so good. Oh my God! And it's like now I find myself digging in it to get like the residue. Yeah. Cause it is the best thing ever, and I love it. And this is just the shit to me. Damn, since we were just gonna be all just candid and just close. Damn, I should have brought this moisturizer that I really wanted you guys to see. But first, before I get off this little tangent, I went to Food for Last Sunday, um, and they had this Soft and Lush by Blistix, and I love it, and it tastes good too. See, and I just got it, so it's all the way good, and I love that too. So I'm just gonna put that on top of this sugar. Why not? Everything's sweet. Holla. So, anyway, but I'm getting ready to start my workout, and I usually try to. I'll get up in the morning, and my regular routine, like Kenny will call me before he gets into work, and so that's like my early morning wake up call. Um, and then I kind of stir until my kids get off to school. Then I try to cut the sauna on between 7 and 8. When then that way, because it takes about an hour to get over 150 degrees. So also, like some of you girls that are shopping for them and wanting to buy a sauna for your house and stuff, if you buy one, use one off Craigslist or whatever, before you go and make that purchase, you want to tell them, I want it hot when I come look at it. You know what I'm saying? So then, therefore, it will take about an hour to get, to its optimal heat. And then, you get over there, you like it, you like how it's get down or whatever, and the size of it or whatever. Because, like mine's, I'm 5'5", and I can stand up, straight in there. But, you know, Kenny's 5'11", he can't stand up in there. You know what I mean? It's like his head is like that. You know what I mean? Now, so, but they have different sizes or whatever. I got what was accommodating for me, you know. So, I didn't, and that's crazy because I really didn't have nobody else in mind. That's crazy. That was a selfish move, but I earned it to be that way, you know, because I'm always putting everybody and everything ahead and in front of me, and I'm always last. And when you guys are probably looking at my blessings and probably saying to yourself, like, wow, this lady has a whole lot of stuff, but I only have a fraction of the things that I have bestowed upon my kids. And, and it's something when, I know I'm going to turn this video into a whole bunch of things, so if that's all right with y'all, it's all right with me. Um, but, my kids have, they have really been through some things. They have really been through some things. And when that is the case, you tend to shower them with things. And sometimes those things aren't always good things. And, I grew up in a family where we celebrated with food. We always celebrate. My brother getting in and out of jail and shit, you know what I'm saying? We had briskets and ribeyes and Alaskan Kings and shit, you know what I'm saying? We was just a eating family. And, so we always celebrated with food. When the holidays come, just like now, I'm so excited because it's like, this month I want to make a lot of sweets, at least a couple times out of the week. Bring forth sweet dishes. I'm a sweetie. I just like sweet stuff. Just forgive me with it. You know what I mean? Because the menu really doesn't change for like Thanksgiving and stuff for me. It's always going to be the dressing. I've already did a video on that. I mean, I do have a turkey fryer, so I do want to fry a turkey this time. Even though we love, love, love it in the bag, but I don't know. I think I might fry one. And so I'll probably be able to do a video on that, um, I'm gonna do a lot of sweets and different stuff like that. I wanna do a lot of that because that's what I like. That's what I like. So anyway, where do I begin? So yeah, so I give my kids so many things, and it's like now I find myself sometime doing straight for me, and so I battle with that a little bit. It's like, damn, the things that I do for me and the things that I do for them, and just like the battle with the truck, and I was feeling kind of bad about that. It's like, well, damn, you get this and then you give your son your hand-me-down, I was kind of fucking, it was kind of fucking with me for a little bit. But we all have gotten over it and everything, and we kind of moved past that. So, but yeah, but it was one thing that was kind of fucking with me a little bit, but I guess it was just kind of hard for me to admit that thing. It was just, I just couldn't admit it to myself. I didn't want to. I just wanted to be right. You know what I mean? So anyway, I was sitting up here this morning and I was like, damn, Kenny had called me, we talked a little bit and all this kind of stuff because really, honestly, I love being, I want, girls, can we just talk for a minute? Can we? Okay. I love being single. I love it. I just love it for the moment. Do I think that I can roll with this right here for a long term? No, I can't because, that's all I know is family and closeness and monogamy. My mom was monogamous to my dad. I was monogamous to my husband as well. And, so I love the compounds of marriage. I love what it stands for. Um, I love just being with just one person. I'm not good with juggling niggas. I don't know how some people do it. That is just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not my thing. I'm not good at it. And but I don't know. But this chapter that I'm in right now, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. You know what I mean? I see who I want to see. I go out with whomever, and I get dolled up and dressed up when I want to, and then when I don't want to and I don't feel like it, then I just look like this. And I'm okay with looking like this. I'm okay with no makeup. I'm okay with no eyelashes. I'm okay with even wearing my glasses, believe it or not. And I have so many different readers. I mean, I have my Tiffany's, yeah, but I'm okay with these ones too, you know. And I don't know. I guess I'm just at a point in my life where I'm just cool with me. You know what I mean? I love the lady I've become. I relish in my femininity. I love being soft. I pride in smelling good. I pride in being fresh. I'm always checking shit. You know what I mean? I don't grow hair into my arms. I never really had, but you know, so I don't wear deodorant. You know, I don't. I'm probably throwing people off like crazy, but now unless I'm getting ready to go to a club or something like that, well, I'm really getting ready to start dancing and what club? When was the last time I've been to a club? I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know when the last time I've been to a club. It's been so many years ago, but but I don't really perspire. You know what I'm saying? I don't sweat. I don't sweat. I don't get funky. You know, I don't know. I don't sweat between my titties. You know what I mean? I sweat when I'm in the sauna, but that's I mean, I put a little Abilene on, it's gonna make me sweat more, but I don't really sweat. I really don't get functified. You know what I mean? And I guess because um, I'm pH balanced. And I found that once you become balanced, then a lot of things is you have clarity beyond belief, man. I'm serious. I mean, all bullshit aside, you have clarity beyond belief. Your thought process is different. Um, my breath is clear. My breath, I don't have no, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I can truly attribute all this to, but I do know because y'all know, especially those of you guys that have watched my shit for years, y'all know I was a rebel without a cause when I first came on here. I look back at some of my old videos and stuff, and I'm like, oh my, I can't even watch that shit because I was going in, and I was jumping in on shit that I had shit to do with. I was like, damn, when I look back at that shit, I was like, oh my God, I was so fucking juvenile. I had no idea. I didn't know. And it's like, as you get older, you begin to get more leveled out. Well, you should. You should get more leveled out. And I don't know if it's because my life is not busy. I'm not worried. I'm not hurried. And maybe that is the case. Whereas, I really pride on decision making. You know what I mean? And that's why I continue to tell you girls all the time, is start putting you some shit to the side. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow all your money on that bullshit. Build yourself a residual income. And on this platform you can. You can't see the thing is you have to think long term. You can't think and stay in the now because the now is not going to get you over there. And to get over there, oh my God, you feel unhurried. You feel like, you know what, I'm not even tripping. It's like, oh my God, like, they fighting over what now? You know what I mean? And it's like the things that people will say about you, if at all, it's like it holds no weight. It's like, oh my God, if you don't shut up, it's like you look at the comments and you just like, okay, and you push forward. And there was a time when I was hurried to anger. It didn't take much to get me on one at all. But I guess because I had so many stressors in my life, and when you're hurting, you tend to hurt other people. And when you're going through some things and you battling some things at home, be it your job, your husband, your children, your neighbors, whatever, finances, whatever, you're hurried to pounce on somebody's ass. You know what I mean? You ready to get in and get on whatever's popping off. Like, nigga, I want in. You want to jump in on some double dutch shit. But it's like, I don't know. Y'all, is my nipple popping out? Excuse me. I mean, I don't know. My bad. y'all, I don't know. Excuse me if I'm being disrespectful, but this is just they just naturally do this. Is it? I ain't overheated or nothing that. Ain't no condensation, none of that. This is just what happens. This is just the byproduct of a breast lift. I know people be automatically, and that's why sometimes too I be trying to wear a bra and shit sometimes, But hell, this is my natural state. This is what it is, I don't. Like I told you, I don't put on a lot of oil and shit, so I ain't got no oil on. This is just my natural glow. This is just what's happening. But I just had to come in and say that because I keep leaning back, and I don't know if my areola is popping out or what I'm saying. All this, the little dark part. I don't know if that's showing or whatever. So I just had to come in and say that right quick. Excuse me. We can get back on that other shit. I know y'all like, wait a minute, she just jump rope. Yeah. No, I'm going to go back to that. But it's just the fact that I'm moving around and I didn't know if these girls was going to try to stay put or one of them was going to decide to just come on and see what's up with everybody. Yeah. But yeah, so, I was quick to pop off. Even this morning I had to catch myself. My cousin had posted on Facebook, I guess yesterday or whatever, but my auntie texted me this morning to tell me what's up. I said, so, when she just sent me a text saying what's up, I was like, right off the top, I'm like, shit, man, wait a minute, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my readers on. Let me see. Let me make sure I read this motherfucker fully. Wait a minute, hold on. Did you say what's up? What's happening? Yeah, that sounded like something getting ready to happen. You know what I mean? So I started texting my auntie back, and so she was like, well, whoop de whoop. Put on Facebook. Apparently, it's some kind of issue, something going on. I need you to tell me what's happening and get back at me. So now, me and my auntie and all of us, I mean, we're educated and but we part hood too. Now, don't misunderstand us. You know what I'm saying? We got nice shit, dry, bomb ass motherfucking European cars and shit. But guess what else though? We ain't got no problem with letting the motherfucker know what time it is. You know what I mean? We ain't got no problem with that. I guess it's just part of our, I don't know, part of our background or whatever. We all straight out of Compton and we ain't got no problem with it. Yeah, now I can get shook or sharp. Don't sleep now. I can get as sexy as they come and do all that right there and come on and give everybody the business. Or, there's sometime Key Lolo step out. You know what I'm saying? Yo-Yo step out and be like, wait a minute, what's happening? Is there a motherfucking problem? So, anyway, needless to say, my auntie was asking me what was going on with one of my cousins. And I said, I don't know. Let me go see. So I goes on my cousin's Facebook. And so my cousin was, she was having some kind of issue. But she wasn't really putting it out there. But she was putting it out there that, something was jumping off. I brought my motherfucking happy ass on in the feed. I don't even know what the fuck I jumped in there as deep as I jumped in. So let me just go ahead and apologize right now, cousin. Look, see, that's why my shit popping out, because I put all that shit in the motherfucking feed. I was going in. And what bitch got so cold about it, shit, I took my motherfucking ID. Here's my wallet right here, so I ain't lying to you. I took my motherfucking ID out. I went by my goddamn safe. I took a picture of you know what I'm saying, to let them know that this is my shit and this is what time it is. This is what's happening over here. I took a copy of my ID, of course I covered my, you know what I'm saying, my numbers and shit, because everybody ain't safe. So I covered my numbers and shit, but I just had my picture as a stamp to let a motherfucker know, though, this is my shit. And I got what it take to guarantee a win, okay? For whatever deems necessary, I'm going to guarantee a win with this motherfucker right here. So just to let you know that there's no games here. After I did that, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what the fuck did I just do? Bitch, you done graduated. You ain't banging on nobody. You ain't clowning nobody. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? And I just went off. I just took flight right quick, Because I guess I was feeling like, because in the feed, and as I was reading the comments, all my cousins was jumping in. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin in Houston. She just moved to Houston and shit. So, well, she been there a few years now, but, I didn't even know. That lets you know I got so many motherfucking relatives. But we all cousins, real cousins, though. But she been living in Houston now for, I don't know about, let's see, she came for the repass last year. And that's, well, I knew before that. So she been down there a few years or whatever. But I got some cousins in Houston. I got some cousins in Arizona. I got some cousins in motherfucking Texas. I mean, no, excuse me. Is that the same? Excuse me. In Fort Worth, okay. And I got some cousins still in Compton. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins all over the place. I got a cousin around the corner, directly around the corner from my ass. Okay, she the one that's having this issue. And so, matter of fact, I got two cousins in my same hood. Okay, now she lived directly around the corner. Then my other cousin lived another couple of streets over, but we all in the same block. You know what I'm saying? We all in that same little square. So yeah, some shit pop. Look, hey, uh, what's going on? What's happening? What is there issues? Is there a problem? You know what I mean? What's the problem? Nigga, yeah, we be on some Charlie's Charlie's Angels type shit. Yes, the black ones. We don't be fucking around. You know, cause like I told my cousin this morning, I said, look, check this out. Don't disrupt my chi. My cousin said, if you don't knock it off with all that shit you be on, them rocks and shit, I said, you know what, cousin, I ain't fucking with you today. Okay, I'm not fucking with you today. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm supposed to be working out. I'm really supposed to be working out. I'm just rambling. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. Anyway, my other cousin, her sister, she live over there. She live over there by the college and shit. And she, you know what I'm saying? Her and the kids wanted to come over and go swimming. She was like, girl, I want to come over and come go swimming and shit. So I was like, so they were supposed to come go swimming, but they couldn't come and go swimming because nigga was laid up. You know what I'm saying? Kenny came over for the weekend, and I was like, shit, man. I was like, you know, I was like, this nigga went in there and fried up some fish and shit and made some motherfucking cucumber salad on the side and shit. You know what I mean? Shit, nigga, I was cool. I was back here, didn't have shit to do. Nigga came back with apple fritters and shit for breakfast. I said, man, look, nigga, we ain't swimming today. Because all y'all motherfuckers come through, y'all gonna fuck up my whole feng shui. Now, we not doing that because I'm gonna have to rain check on all that. You know what I mean? Because, see, she was gonna come and bring all of the kids, even my cousin's kids, and all these teenagers, you know what I mean? Everybody want to go swimming, you know? And I was like, shit, y'all, I don't want to entertain no more. I don't want to. Shit. I don't want to. I just couldn't do it. See, you go. Okay, look, see, now, look, hold up, girls, wait, oh my God, for real, baby, for real. Okay, now, let me get back, cause we gotta have a knee to knee. Oh my God, now that right there, now y'all knew that was Messenger, right? Y'all, I've been talking to this other guy. I've been talking to this guy. I know y'all like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, what the fuck? You were just saying Kenny was here for the weekend. Now you talking about this other motherfucker because your shit done rang off. What's going on? Hold on, I'm grown, god damn it. Shit, I'm grown. I'm 2 times grown. I'm your motherfucking auntie. You better check your privilege. Shit, I'm your motherfucking auntie. I'm the one. Shit, hey, look, check this out. I'm the motherfucking triple OG. You better know. Uh, how you gonna check me, boo? You better get in line, get in your place. Real shit. Let me go and have this. Can I have this right now? Okay. Uh, yeah, cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. Uh, I'm grown. So let me tell y'all. Wait. Let me tell y'all. Okay, look. I started talking to this guy, right?